Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel. My name's Jordan. In today's vlog, I'm going to talk about some books that I've read over the last couple weeks. If you want to hear about them, I hope you hang out with me. So without further ado, let's hop into it. Hello, good afternoon, good evening, good day to you, madam or sir. I hope you're doing well. Today I am going to talk about some recent reads. I've been just taking some time off vlogging the last couple weeks and just living my life, and it's honestly been wonderful. I've also gotten so much reading out of the way, so I wanted to talk to you about the first book that I read, which was In the Veins of the Drowning. It's by Callie Cassidy, and it was okay. I initially did my feelings first hot off the press, and it was just a little bit negative, thinking back to it now. I'm not going to post it because I don't really want to post that kind of content. I don't think that when I read it, I was in the headspace for it. I'm very much trying to figure out what kind of books I like, what kind of books intrigue me and keep me engaged throughout the book. In the Veins of the Drowning was good for me in the way that there was a lot of personal development. It was a lot about finding power within yourself, kind of fighting your own internal demons, working with someone that you have almost like an unwilling partnership. Like you're kind of forced into hanging out with each other because you got no other options. There was a lot about consent, and just near the end, I kind of felt that it got a little bit repetitive, and the very last couple chapters, it just kind of left me wanting more. So it was okay. I for sure would recommend reading it through Libby first if you're not 100% interested in buying the book. Check it out first. It's available online. This is the second time I got it. I thought I was going to reference some lines in there, but I lost all my highlights when I returned the book, so I'm not going to go too far into it. But what I will say is that what I appreciated about In the Veins of the Drowning was the journey. Not only was it a physical journey of, moving from one place to the next, we've got our little missions, we go places, there's the emotional growth and kind of just sinking into one's own power. And that the whole time I was reading In the Veins of the Drowning, I kept thinking about The Wolf and the Woodsman by Ava Reid. The storyline itself, very similar. We have unwilling, I can't even say unwilling, hesitant companionships, being forced into situations that you're really not certain of, and you have to partner up with people and trust people, even though everything you've been taught tells you to not trust them. So I felt like Ava Reid did that story a little bit better justice. I feel like the character arcs and the romance was very well paced. So if you liked In the Veins of the Drowning, you might like The Wolf and the Woodsman by Ava Reid. I truly enjoyed this tale, and I'm so glad that I got this copy. This is actually the second book of Ava Reid's that I've ever read, and just the folklore behind it, the world building was fantastic. The relationships were very, very deep. And yeah, I appreciated that about that. So In the Veins of the Drowning reminded me about The Wolf and the Woodsman, which I liked better. Moving on up, I kind of fell into a little bit of a reading slump after reading In the Veins of the Drowning. I just was very not amused with the end. So I had to pick something that was a little bit more goofy and fun. Way of the Househusband, Volumes 1 and volumes 2. I love him. Pardon me, I just had some soda. Anyway. Yes, so I read volumes 1 and 2, which I had these physical volumes. I got these. Did I get them both? Ooh, I think I got them both at the comic book shop. I'm going to say yes on this one because I know for darn sure I wouldn't pay $13 for this volume. So I got them both at the comic book shop in the used manga section. Oh, here's one of the stickers. Boop, used manga. Love this series. It is so fun, so lighthearted. It just, nothing is super serious in it, but everything is super serious in it. One of my favorite scenes is where he ends up meeting like one of his rival gang members, and the gang member owns like a little crepe van, and they have like a cook-off, and it's just the best thing ever. Super unserious. Absolutely 12 out of 10. Will be keeping these on my shelves for many more reads to come. And then after that, I wound up reading Dealing with Dragons. I love this book so much. Just look at it. Just appreciate it. Oh, it's just stunning. Every time I look at it, like I'm mesmerized every time. Dealing with Dragons follows the main protagonist. Her name is Cimarine. Look at how confident and fearless, and she's just so smart, and she's just a princess that doesn't want to be a princess anymore. She doesn't like doing the normal princessly things, such as learning how to scream at appropriate levels when you're stolen by an ogre, or ballroom dancing, or etiquette lessons. No, she's more interested in cooking, alchemy, magic, learning Latin, using her brain, essentially. So Cimarine goes on a little journey. She follows the advice of a frog. Oh no, we're about to die. So she follows the advice of a little frog who tells her to go a certain way, and she takes that advice blindly and goes and finds herself in the den of some dragons. She ends up becoming a dragon's princess, and she uses her skills that she's learned over time as being a princess to carve her way into being a dragon's princess. The story is very fast-paced. It's very well done. The world building is fantastic. And I cannot recommend this enough. This is the best book ever. It's wonderful. It has a lot of messages about finding your own inner strength, doing what your heart calls you to do, friendship, honor. There's so many beautiful core messages, and integrity too in there too. So a lot of great messages in that book. Highly recommend. One more time, Dealing with Dragons, Patricia C. Reed. Last up, because my microphone is about to die, I'm reading Tusk Love. Oh my god, I love Tusk Love so much. Like, I'm 50% of the way through, and I am having the best time. The scenes are so good. I love everything about Guinevere and Oscar. Their relationship is just pure gold, and I can't wait to finish reading it. But that's kind of all that I have going on right now. I don't think I'm going to make this any longer because I want to edit it and get it posted today. So let me know if you've read any of these books and what your thoughts were. I really appreciate you hanging out with me, and I hope that you have a great rest of your day, and I'll chat with you later.